Welcome to Lesson 2-2, Estimating Sums and Differences of Decimals. I can use rounding or compatible numbers to estimate sums and differences. Please write down your lesson title and your I can statement in your math journal. Our vocabulary for this lesson includes the words compatible numbers and compensation. Compatible numbers are numbers that are just easy to compute or to do mental math with easily. So that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be rounding that number. We're going to be changing numbers to numbers that we can more easily work with. Compensation is adjusting one number to make computation or mental math easier, and then balance the adjustment by changing another number. So you'll notice in the compensation example, they changed 648 to 650. They did that by adding 2. Then they added 650 and 325 together to get 975. And then they subtracted back out the 2 that they originally added in. So that gave an answer of 973. So it's really just adjusting numbers to make mental computation or mental math easier. For our problem, it says an amusement park has 2 roller coasters. One is 628 feet long and the other is 485 feet long. If you ride both roller coasters, how many feet will you travel in all? Use estimation to solve. So for this problem, we're going to use cubes to help us label the information in the problem. So for the first part of cubes, we need to circle any numbers that are important. So 628, that doesn't want to circle very well, and 485. And those are the length of both the roller coasters. We're going to want to underline the question so we know what we need to answer. We need to know how many feet will you travel in all. We need to box keywords. The fact that we have to use estimation to solve is a keyword. Also that we're working with feet is important. Now we're going to want to kind of visualize what this would look like. So we know that since we're going to basically be estimating these numbers and then adding them. So before you do this on your own, please do not work out the problem by adding 628 and 485 and then rounding your answer. That is not estimation. The purpose of estimation is so we can change numbers to make them work really easy for us mentally and to get an answer that's going to be close to the actual answer. So please pause this video, estimate each individual number first, and then come up with an estimation answer to this problem. Make sure that you also label it appropriately. Please show all your work on the solution side of your math journal. And once you've solved it on your own, please press play, and then I will go through and show you a couple possible ways to estimate this problem. Okay, so the way that I would look at this is I would first take 628, which was the first roller coaster, and I need to make a decision of what process or strategy I'm going to use to estimate. I'm going to use rounding, and I'm going to round to the hundreds place. So that means I'm going to be looking at the 6. I'm going to look behind there. The 2 is not 5 or above, so I do not need to give the 6 a shove. So I'm going to change the 6. I'm going to keep it the same, and everything after it is going to become 0. So I've estimated 628 to be close to 600. Then I'm going to take the roller coaster that's 85 feet, and I'm also going to round it to the same place value, to the hundreds place. I'm going to look to the digit behind. The 8 is 5 or above, so I'm going to give the 4 a shove. I'm going to change it to 5, and everything after that is going to become zeros. When I add these together, that is going to give me 1,100 feet. That is my estimated answer of how many feet I would travel in all if I rode both of these roller coasters. Let's look at a couple other possible solutions. The first student sample solution is Nora's work. And Nora chose to round to the tens place, which is a great way to estimate this as well. And it might also get her a little closer estimate than my estimate. So when Nora rounded to the tens place, she estimated 628 to be close to 630, and she rounded 485 to 490. So when she added 630 and 490, she got 1,120. The next student work was Gina's work, and Gina did a similar math problem that I did. She changed or estimated 628 to 600 and 485 to 500, and she got 1,100, the same that I did, but she also used a number line to show this. A way to check to know if your estimate is close or reasonable is by actually working out the problem 628 plus 485. And the answer to that, it shows it down here in the explanation, the exact sum would have been 1,113. At this time, you need to summarize your own thinking below in your journal. So talk about the process you went through like you were explaining what you did to someone else. Please be ready to share your problem-solving method in class tomorrow.